Grab my slippers. Get my slippers on. All comfy in for the evening. I've just got back from the shop. I went to go and get some beer because I rarely do these streams sober. Hey, it would be less interesting if you were watching a sober person all night, let's face it. I'm still relatively coherent when I'm pissed up, so don't worry. What will we do? How will we start out the evening? Oh, by the way, hello and welcome to the curious world of MrRay. I'm your friend and host, MrRay, if you're not familiar with the channel already. These live streams, really I started them as like a way to hang out with like the fans of the channel, people that I'd been communicating through comments and stuff and making friends, and strangely enough, I tend to get a lot of new subscribers, so whether you're an old person watching or a new person. Speaking of old fans of the channel, hey Besnick, how are you doing, buddy? I hope you're keeping well. Think you're the first person to come up in the chat. Hey, Winter Olympics, Tempest Fuji, time really does fly, doesn't it? It feels like yesterday. I actually really enjoy the Special Olympics out of all of them. Out of all the Olympic events that the Summer Olympics, the Winter Olympics, out of all of them, Special Olympics, I just think they're awesome. Yo, Will, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I wouldn't know anything about football. It's one area that I've got no interest in. I have very little desire to learn about football. Sports is something that there are other people that are interested in it and good on them, but there are plenty of people interested in sports. My interests lie in other areas. You know what it's like, Besnick, to have a unique set of interests. Hey, you know that pain, my friend. Right. Besnick, let's get the ball rolling with some songs, will we? Flowing from Miami Beach, we always see. Didn't get to bed last night. On the way to Paperback was on my knee. Man, I had a dreadful flight. I'm begging you, it's a stop. You're gonna lucky you are, boy. Back in US, back in US, back in USSR. Back in the USSR. Been away so long, I hardly know the place. Gee, it's good to be back home. Wait until tomorrow to unpack my case. Honey, disconnect with phone. I'm back in USSR. Don't I look at you are, boy. Back in US, back in US, back in USSR. Well, the Moscow girls really knock me out. They leave the West behind. Well, the Moscow girls make me scream and shout. The judge is always on my mind. Well, take me to the Snowy Mountains way down south. Show me to your daddy's farm. Let me hear your belly like it's ringing out. Come and keep your comrade warm. I'm back in USSR. You don't know lucky you are, boy. Back in US, back in US, back in USSR. Back in the USSR. Back in US, back in US, back in USSR. Yeah. What else will we do? Oh. Played this on my channel recently, might as well do this on. The Indian says hook signals and rocks above the pass. They are heavy sticking, sticking in the bushes in the grass. The score is good for corporal, she is tied against a tree. She doesn't mind the language, it's a beat and she don't need. She unties all the horses while the corporal is asleep. And he wakes to find the fire's dead. changing with a little I go cruising down the pub. I look at my reflection, I'm looking like you rough. I take to this, I got it, I wanna be so flash. I spend a little muscle and I spend a little cash, but all I get is bitter and a nasty little rash. And by the time I'm sober, I've forgotten what I've had. And everybody tells me that it's cool to be a cat. I'm cool for cats, cool for cats. Is there anybody there? I feel like I've lost like 16 viewers. Are people just not liking that song? Is that what's happening there? We've got different songs, don't worry. Let's see. A whisper in my ear, a voice so strong and clear, and on this beach I see a million grains of sand. Yeah, I believe it's a destiny, bound to survive against all odds. Out where the truth lies, I will follow, and out beyond this barren surround. I'm crying without a sound. Out where the truth lies, I will follow my eyes into the sun. Follow my eyes into the sun. Hope you enjoyed that. Well, I got a couple of well, at least that one wasn't so bad. Then let's oh, this was a request from the other week. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still working on it, but here's like a little preview of something that I've been working on that was a request from last week. And the paintings on the tomb, they do the sand dance, don't you know? If they move too quick, oh, they're falling down like a domino. There's a man bowing now, they won their money on a bet. Golden crocodile, oh, they're biting down on your cigarette. Foreign taps with the hookah pipe, say hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Walk like an Egyptian, walk like an Egyptian. So what do you think? It's something that it's something that I've started working on. Somebody asked for it last week during my live streams. So, oh, Preppy, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. What? You know it's kinda hard to get along today. That subject isn't cool, but he thinks it anyway. You know he may not have clue and he may not have style, but everything he likes, well, he makes up in denial. So don't debate, play it straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gonna play the fade and keep it real, but you know way. So if you don't break, just don't compensate. At least if you know you can always go on with your leg. The world loves wannabes, oh. Let's get some more wannabes, oh. The world loves wannabes, oh. Hey, doing everything I can tell already. Hello, Tatty. Definitely a Scotsman. Hey, Ginger. Such pish. Yeah, probably, man. Northeasted. Aberdeenshire. Yeah. How does it start again? Hang on, there's a song that I'm just trying to remember the first lyrics of it. You can't take that I didn't have. You can't take that I've no got. But when I'm happy, you're going to make me sad. Depend on you all, but I'm no. Cause I started out with nothing, and I still hae me stay it left. I started out with nothing, hey, and still got me stay it left. I missed a bit 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 left. Then I'm doing, well, I just gone up. Then I'm doing, I just gone up. Then I'm happy, gonna make me sad. Depend on you, but I'm no. Cause I started out with nothing, and I still hae me stay it left. But I started out with nothing, hey, and I still got me stay it left. I missed a bit left. I missed a bit left. I missed a bit left. If it all fell apart today, I could just walk away, head on down the street. I could always find some food to eat. If it all fell apart today, I could just walk away, head on down the street. I'm not worried where I'm gonna sleep. But I started out with nothing, and I still hae me stay it left. Hey Prickly, hi. Fuck that up, but it's never perfect here. I'm not a professional. What I actually do here is most of the time is I just do watch-alongs. Oh, you like it? Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. I'll tell you what, I'll do another one. This is another one that I actually think it lends itself to being most songs that you sing with a if you've got a Scottish accent, you're pretty quick to disguise it, because too much of a, even Ozzy Osbourne, he was a brummie, you know what I mean? He was a Prince of Darkness, but you can't go around talking like a bram, you know what I mean? So like you can't sing like that. But there's this one I actually feel it lends itself to. Tell me what you think. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Now the tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. You know, these dreams in which I'm dying, they're the best I've ever had. No, I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take when people go round in circles. It's a very, very mad world. It's a very, very mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson? Look right through me, look right through me. Yeah, I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. You know, these dreams in which I'm dying, they're the best I've ever had. No, I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take when people go around in circles. It's a very, very mad world. It's very, very mad world. Mad world. It's a very, very mad world. I think that one sounds not bad in a Scottish accent. Where are you from, Alex? Call me a sheep shagger. Is it because there's no? Is it just that there's no sheep available where you are? Is that your issue? Is that why you're stuck sleeping with the women that you're with? We pity you, up here in the northeast. And the sheep are better looking than the women, Did I notice Pickle pop up in the chat? You better be careful of Pickle around, he's a sniper. Callum Beatty. Do I know Jeffrey the Puppet in SNL? No. No, he clearly doesn't have the sheep available. It's a jealousy thing. Hey. This is all friendly banter up in Scotland, by the way. Anybody that's in the chat and he's like, what is this guy saying? That seems really disparaging. That's actually encouragement. If he wasn't trying to encourage me, he wouldn't be here at all. It's the Scottish way. There's no such thing as a compliment. I've been trying to explain this to a new friend of mine that I've been talking to in America, and she finds the concept radical, you know? That the more that you know somebody, the better you know somebody, the more horrible you are to them. And the gay ninjas. Well, you're a sniper, so I'd watch out for Pickle if he's in the chat, He's a mod, so don't get oversensitive though, Pickle. We don't ban people. They can say what they want. I'll have some banter, like, suits me fine. You don't get to be a 43-year-old goth in the northeast of Scotland without learning how to take some shit. Don't worry, I can handle myself, man. Don't worry. Pickle. You just relax, chill. Oh, speaking of relaxing and chilling, how's Billy doing? Thought she did a really good movie review of Iron Lung. Hey, that was fantastic. Yeah, no. Different kind of channel though, different vibes. It's far more professional over here. Here it's a pretty laid back. This is a hangout, you know what I mean? I play songs for my friends and we watch stuff together. Speaking of, the watch along tonight, big news, for me anyway, for me and my little channel it's big news. I made a playlist regarding min-maxed. It was like, now, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but to be fair, I feel like they have sort of been letting themselves down. They deserve so much better than what they've been doing for themselves, because on their channel there's nothing. It's the bare bones minimum on their channel of what min-maxed is, and I've created a playlist that's like the entire backstory of min-maxed. If you've never heard of them, it's in my playlist now. You can find out all about min-maxed. I discuss them there, and it's got all the videos that led up to how min-maxed came to be, right up to the current date. It gets updated daily at this point, that playlist. Anyway, it's had over 2,000 views, like well over 2,000 views, which for one of my playlists that's unheard of. So I made a video for it, and I've had 7 new subscribers to the channel since I made that video. So tonight I thought, what could be better than just putting on the whole of the min-maxed story. So that's what I'm going to be watching and reacting to tonight during the live watch along, is the min-maxed playlist. Go to latest video added, because I know that I'm constantly updating that one, so it's going to always be right at the top. Play. Oh, I have new titles. I decided that my old title card was far too long, and bit too controversial, so I've just gone for something simple. I'm searching low and high. I really need to start playing this one, don't I? I need to learn that song.
Hello, curiosity seekers, and welcome to the Curious World of MrRay. I am your friend and host, MrRay.
I don't really need to watch this. I hate watching myself, so I'll skip myself if you don't mind.
Can you trip somebody with a whip? Well, you can. But I can. Let's go. Welcome, Sexy Whipper! Actually did this by accident. I was trying to do, if you actually hold your hands up just like this, I'm going to whip your torso in such a way that it's not going to hurt. This is called just a whip wrap.
This was like as far as I'm aware, one of the first collabs between any of the parties in min-maxed. This was Celsor Darts and Jack the Whipper. And yeah, this is pure entertainment. I've got the shorts and the long form videos for everything. Like I say, I've been really quite comprehensive with it, so if you're interested in learning about min-maxed, the new group of D&D players made up of legitimate martial artists, it's going to be an amazing game. These guys are all real characters. Jack the Whipper is already involved in D&D through different parties, and he's proven himself as an entertaining D&D player. There are all the other parties involved. They're clearly D&D players, or have been in the past, and their new DM, Tater the Bard. He's my guy, Tater. Hey Ross. Arsenal, how's it going? How are you, buds? It's good to see you, man. Arsenal for life. Do they take her? Do they take her? Do you take? Yeah, you know the song. Do you take it up the yard? Yeah, you know it.
A lot closer than you think it should be. Because I mean, this is an.
It is. It's good to see you too. Hey.
Why?
We're watching my playlist tonight for Min-Maxed. I've just played some ukulele. I'll play some more at the end probably. Not that that's what you're here for. Nobody wants to hear me play the ukulele. I'm not sure why I
Almost.
do much of what I do really. It's better than doing nothing, I suppose.
It'd be a tougher one to get.
I'm also short. I have less legs.
Also that.
So how did wrapping someone's legs and sweeping them out the
But yeah, we're watching Min-Maxed playlist tonight.
Super long whip, and we're talking
On
12,
my,
14.
it's in my playlist. It's had over 2,000 views already. This playlist, which, like I say, it's pretty unheard of. Most of my playlists don't get any views. You know what I mean? If I get a playlist with a couple of hundred. Titular. I was wondering when you were going to turn up, CJ. I've not heard from you today. How are you doing? I was just talking about you earlier. I was explaining to everyone that I was talking to an American friend of mine about how Scottish people we communicate through insults. Yeah.
Come on down. Wow, what a coincidence! This is perfect because we have questions. I have answered. Okay.
It's all friendly banter.
Be in combat.
Not at all.
As aggressive as it may seem.
Okay, so maybe it's not deadly, but like, how dangerous would it be?
It depends on the wielder, depends on the situation. So a whip, if you use it correctly, or I guess incorrectly, cut flesh, break bones, but it depends on the size of the whip.
Sorry, I'm just catching up in chat. We got Eros the boss.
My normal target cutting whip. This is about.
That's Arsenal for life. I'm gonna have to remember. Boss the boss is Arsenal.
Someone with this, it's unlikely that you're gonna leave a whole lot more than a welt unless you're really trying to muscle it.
This is them trying to reverse grip a whip. Because David's got this whole thing about reverse grip, and who can blame him? It's just such a stupid trope. It only exists in movies. There's no practical reason for holding anything in reverse grip really, apart from a dagger, and even then, it's when things have already closed into close range. It just reverse grip. It's such a movie thing. It's right up there with the long bind and the bow being pulled back for ages and them having a cut. It's movie stuff.
Do you want to see us get hit with some whips?
Yeah, you hurt the ones that you love the most. That's what they say.
We get a lot of questions about how effective would a whip be in a sword fight. Just one problem. We don't know anything about whips.
Because there's a guy that came on and he goes, "Yeah, pish," and I immediately knew it's one of our Scottish brothers right there. Yeah, pish. Hey! It's a like I say, here it sounds like it, and it is. It's meant to be like derogatory, but it's not horrible like it is across the world. Here that's friendly banter, yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's not deadly, but like, how dangerous would it become?
It depends on the wielder, depends on the situation. So a whip, if you use it correctly, or I guess incorrectly, cut flesh.
Yeah, falling through like sheer glass, and they never like even have scratches or anything, let alone like ripped open arteries and shit. They don't have a scratch, yeah. After going through windows, I love that stuff.
You hit someone with this, it's unlikely that you're gonna leave a whole lot more than a welt unless you're really trying to muscle it.
Yeah, it's pickle. They're all out. I'm expecting maybe a few new people, a few new faces tonight, not just from. Like I say, this is a strange thing. The whole reason that I do these lives is to hang out with the people that are like the big fans of the channel, the ones that want to talk to me or get to know me better, or you know, that's why I do these live streams. But the weird thing is, I tend to pick up an awful lot of new subscribers during these. I'm doing my Star Trek. You ready? She can't take much more of this, Captain. The dilithium crystals are going to explode. Ah! How's that? That okay? That worked for you? Shaky cam.
Do you want to see us get hit with some whips?
I could go to microphone.
Alright, so our audience has asked us who would win the fight, someone with the sword or
Now that I'm not playing the ukulele, because unfortunately this mic is noise. What I've realised is that this mic is noise cancelling. which means I can't play the ukulele with it because it
So
just
for this experiment, what we're going to do is we're going to try and close
messes with everything, my voice and the ukulele when I thingy, so I can't play ukulele with it. But when I'm like this,
I think that like you could break it.
and I think it might actually get rid of the noise of the TV, which would be great. So we're going to give this a try, okay? Can you hear me, peoples?
But you did give me across here. Yeah, we're going to take a word for two.
Can you hear me all right? Yes or no?
Yeah. That's it, rough around. You had me for a second.
Conor McGregor 1475. I could well. It's we don't change much up here in the northeast. What I'm wearing in the region where I live, this is a fairly normal. I don't stand out walking down the street here in a flat cap. You know what I mean? I'm not one of the cheaters, like. I'm not quite that bad. I mean, I can fit in with them. I was brought up here, like, but I was brought up by my mother's from Ayrshire, so it's much further south, down near the border. And you factor that in, along with the fact that I grew up in Aberdeen, which is a far more kind of metropolitan. Like, I moved myself out there when I was 17, and I lived there until I was 7. So, like, a good part of my life I've been out in the countryside, out in the middle of nowhere. But I know better, though. Don't worry. I'm no a full cheater.
Generally, the sword seems to win, but interestingly enough, you got several wins.
Got a few. It seems to me I did the best when I went for your hands first to kind of get the sword out of the way and then went for the head, which is very.
Yeah, Pickle, you feel my pain being an Irishman. I'm sure there's plenty of people that struggle to understand your accent unless you clean it all up for them first, which is what I have to do.
So you probably would have got some more success if you were actually ready to speak.
Yeah, and also I probably
No worries, catch you soon.
not whipped myself a billion times.
Good to see you. Like I say, I was worried about you.
But we're perfect.
Sword and thing is an effective combo, and it's been around as long as well.
All right. You doing your Matthew McConaughey there, are you, Pickle Boy? Oh, you're in Motherwell. Oh well, far away then. What are you doing down in Motherwell?
So, guys, I got a problem here.
It's way too far south.
I don't know actually how to sword. I can whip, but I can't sword.
That is an issue. You know somebody being hurt?
Actually, I do. So this is my buddy Cy, the sword swallower. He knows swords, he knows whips, he knows how to use whips in the offhand. Let's try it now.
All right, so you both had a chance to try this out. What were your thoughts?
So my biggest concern is, I guess, twofold. One is getting the whip tangled on the sword, but then also just the amount of mental effort, mental stack that goes into wielding a whip
Yeah.
correctly, properly, so you can not yourself. So
Don't
my
worry.
concern was having the other
At least you're not York, eh?
somebody close to the distance of the whip. I think
Well, you're not Glasgow either. Hey, that's another one to be. That's another one to be grateful for. It's a weird one telling folk that you're a Highlander, and they look at you like we're mythical creatures. Hey, you know, like I didn't think they were real. I thought that was. It's like we're not immortals. You stupid prick. You'd be surprised how many people have been like, "You're a Highlander." Not like that. There are lots of us. There is not only one.
The next question the audience asked was,
can you disarm somebody with the sword with the whip?
And you tried to explain to them that we speak Doric, and that even other Scottish folk didn't understand half of what we're saying. Yeah. Tried to explain that as well. We're Scottish people that other Scottish people didn't understand.
wrap it like that, where I want to get actually the ball, not the braid.
We're still in Jack the Whipper and Sellsword Arts. Like I say, they were kind of like the first ones to start collaborating together.
So I'm gonna try and do this at an angle first. I'd come around like that. I'm a little close, but we've got a decent grip there. The thing is, this is something you can definitely do.
Hang on, Callum bit.
Command is not something that's done easily, and because there's not a lot of grip, because this is a
If it was sharp, I think you might actually be able to do it.
Yeah, you damage the whip really badly. But because this metal is smooth in general, there's not a lot for it to grip onto. A tree branch.
How about some Pablo Nutini instead? We'll do some new shoes at the end. No new shoes, Pablo Nutini. I know that one. I know it's not Callum Beattie, but I'm not really familiar with him. I'll look up some of his stuff. I'll get myself familiar with him. Oh, perfect timing. Finished my brew. Time for a proper brew. Slanjava.
Let's try a different sword. Yeah? Oh, yeah, you have that one. You had that one.
Holding it taut immediately.
Yeah. I felt that if you had held it taut and not tried to save your whip, it would have come out of my hand.
This would have been better. So you try and do it from your okay. A slight angle just your right. Just to give you a better angle.
You like my little brass? Don't know if you can.
You had it. It slipped off.
That was legit slip.
Oh, that one almost was it.
It's my brass one. I've got a silver one and a matte silver one as well. Quite like them. Just like mini clippers. Handy size. Got the home ones as well, but yeah. Can never have too many lighters, can you? Yeah, I'll do it at the end. In fact, I'll skip through some of this because, like I say, it really is extensive. We'll go to the very start of the GoFundMe. A lot of people have asked and asked and asked. I was one of them. Legitimately, you can go back and you can see, like, from videos that I made, like comments that I made 7 months ago, suggesting this, long before there was any actual legitimate stirring. I was asking for this, so I'm so happy this is happening. Yeah, Blumnik was a total surprise. I never mentioned Blumnik because honestly, I just never thought he would. Hey, most epic. Good to see you. I am MrRay. How's it going? Your friend and host for the evening. But yeah, as you can see, I'm glowing. I'm made up that this is happening because I was dreaming about this ever since I first saw Tater the Bard interview Jack the Whipper. That's when I started thinking, oh, wouldn't it be great if he was the DM for them? Because I've often thought, that would be cool to see a group of martial artists doing Dungeons and Dragons, but suggesting it to them seemed ridiculous until Tater turned up, and then all of a sudden my brain went click, this could happen. I love this. It's like they're all just like freaking out that they blew it. I'm not the kind to contribute to it. I'm not a man of means. I can't contribute. But even I contributed to their Kickstarter for this because it was such a big deal to me. Like, I felt personally connected to this one, so I was like, yes, I'm sending my money, because literally putting my money where my mouth is. Because like one of the first comments I made on it was, wouldn't it be great to see these guys play a game of D&D? It would be YouTube gold. I know I would pay good money, so I've put my money where my mouth is. And now they're doing 3 seasons, which at least it'll probably go longer, because I can't see it not being popular. But yeah, I'll be following their progress on my channel for sure. Like, massive fan, big fan of HEMA, historical European martial arts. I have a vague interest in Eastern martial arts still lingering from when I was a younger man, and when it comes to D&D, I started playing when I was like 11, 12. I've been a lifelong nerd. In fact, like I say, that's the funny thing. I got into historical European martial arts through things like fantasy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, I grew up loving, you know, the concept of the knight in shining armor and fighting dragons and all those kinds. You know what I mean? Loved all that stuff as a kid, and I wanted to learn about the real thing as an adult. And it's so funny because the more I've learned about the reality of it as an adult, the more it's ruined my childhood delusions and the things that I loved so much as a kid. I have to look at it with completely different eyes now. I don't have a choice. Like every movie's sword fight, it's ruined for me because I know that there's no such thing as a long bind. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, we blew the fundraiser out the water, folks. They asked for 20,000 and they ended up with 100,000. Got some uke finger going on. See that bruise there? That's like a permanent bruise. It's always there from me playing the ukulele. Those of you who follow the show, so now I've noticed about 6 months ago, we started talking to other creators like Luminat, Jacques, the Whipper, Instructor Bensei, and a couple of other ones. And we started to get some comments being like, hey, I need to work out the options for this one day, because it can give me like cool backgrounds and stuff. They couldn't say anything about it. I remember asking Tater, saying it would be great to see it, and he goes, I'm doing my best out here. And it's like, I've got full faith in you. Like I say, even the fact that Tater's taken the time to respond to his commenters the way that he has, you know, I've got a lot of time for young Tater. He's a good guy, clearly, and really funny. It wouldn't matter whether he was doing D&D or whatever he was doing. The guy could read a phone book and be funny. Hey, Tater, Mateo, really, really lovely young guy, really funny. Can you all hear me okay with my mic? We're going to have a blast. So now, here's what we need from you. We have created a YouTube channel, a TikTok channel, a Facebook channel, and an Instagram channel, all that are new. Where's the Christmas? It got taken down after Christmas. You're funny. Oh, loud and clear. Too clear? Is it overly loud? Do I need to quieten things down? Should do like an ASMR whisper. Would that be better? So, with all of that said, thank you so much for your generosity. And like, comment, subscribe so you're ready for midnight. Do something weird, you know? I don't know. Like I say, I don't know enough about ASMR to like actually say what it is exactly. I'm not sure. It's weird noises as far as I know. You know something that I think's quite telling? They all made their videos in response to the overwhelming success of the Kickstarter. But Bluminic was the first one, like, immediately to put up a video and say, please stop sending money. You know what I mean? It's like super British of him. Hey, we have enough, thank you. I feel like Celsor Darts were just celebrating. They were like, they're giving us, look out, they're still giving us money. But Bluminic was like, stop, guys. I don't really blame them. They're young and they're driven, you know. But good for Bluminic for actually saying, guys, we've got enough, stop. More SM. Some good shit right there, yeah. ASMR fans. Oh dear. Sorry, I don't mean to take the piss. Kinda do, but you know.
And this isn't going to be a volunteer thing. These are going to be paid positions. We, as artists, know that artists deserve to be paid for their work.
If any of you guys are interested in these positions, here are the steps you need to take.
If you want to be a designer,
If you're interested. Hey, William. Not other William, new William. William B. Afton. Hello.
Now we have a super tight deadline, so we're only going to keep submissions.
What have I missed there? Have I missed something in chat?
Based on the response to the fundraiser, probably aren't going to be able to respond to every individual reply.
Oh yeah, like there is nothing that bugs me more these days. It's like it happens a lot. I'll go to put on an audiobook, and there's some motherfucker going, "Speak with your speak with your speaking voice, like fucking narrate the story." I don't need to hear fucking. Maybe it's just me that it annoys. Like I say, I don't understand enough about it. I'm sitting here taking the piss, but I really don't understand. Clearly, yeah, I don't really understand anything about it. It's been around for a good while now, and I've still had not enough interest to really dig. I know it's got something to do with weird noises, and some people get like joy, pleasure responses, like goosebumps from noises, but I don't get. The closest I can come to understanding it is when somebody draws their nails down a chalkboard, and it makes me go, ugh. But that's the closest sort of thing that I can get to that kind of understanding of noise having. I know what sounds bad, I just don't know what sounds good, which is probably why I play the ukulele. Yeah? Of course he was thinking half goblin, because out of all of them, they're the ones that haven't had experience playing D&D. That's the thing that immediately told me. David wanting to be a half goblin is like, dude, you do not want to be a goblin. It's like saying, I would like to be a kobold. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you don't. You don't want to be a kobold. I would like to be a flump. Yeah? No, you don't. I was like, David, what are you thinking? I felt sorry for Matteo having to really politely explain to him, because that's clearly what happened. Look, it's kind of complicated that you want to be a half goblin. That would make the game really quite difficult for you for reasons that you clearly don't understand. But I'll tell you what, just be a normal human and I'll give you flavor stuff to make you feel more goblin-y, okay? It's like playing with children. It's, here you go, children, just pandering to their needs just so they don't cry.
But that's the curse of every DM, really. All DMs need to put up with players like that now and again. They go, I really want to do this though, and if I can't do it, what's the point in me playing? Not that I think David was like that, but but like I say, it goes to show that they're the ones that are walking in on this fresh. The rest of them, Tater, he's the DM. He knows what he's doing. You've got Blumnick. He's clearly played a lot of D&D. He's played a few campaigns as Rangers and stuff. He's made that clear. You've got Bensey, who has like D20 meteor hammers. You don't have D20 meteor hammers unless you're into D&D. So I imagine he's had some hands-on experience. Jacques the Whipper, like I say, everyone knows that he does it. But then you've got the Cell Sword Arts group, and they're kind of like the wild cards. And I don't think they've had as much hands-on experience with D&D, so it's going to be watching them learn as they play. And David has gone as a rogue. Anybody that plays D&D knows exactly what that means when a new player starts off playing as a rogue. There's going to be a lot of how does sneak attack work going on. You know, there's going to be a lot of that happening. Am I not undercover? No, you're the two-thirds. No. You know what I mean? It's going to be funny watching. And like I say, the other really funny thing will be when it comes to the combat mechanics, because I know how weird the combat mechanics for D&D are when you compare them to real life. You know, it tries to be as accurate as it can within a game, but it doesn't. Combat doesn't work like it does in a game of D&D, and it's going to be funny watching real martial arts struggling with knowing what they could do. Dicks and donuts. Nothing wrong with that. Ask Rob over in the Atomic Snack Bar if there's anything wrong with dicks and donuts. See what he has to say about it. He's the donut expert.
Did you specifically enchant the guys to only work for you? Again?
If you want to know about donuts or really obscure movies, go to Rob. If you want to know about obscure UK stuff, like stuff that's just as obscure as Rob's, but UK based, I'm your guy. But if you want to know about donuts, back over to Rob.
What's up, everybody? It's Instructor Bensei here, and I am so excited for this min-max party D&D game that we're going to be playing with Luminac, Seltzer Art, Jacques Whipper, and yours truly. And today,
By the way, Rob Sterling's new episode should be out tonight.
here's how this is going to work.
It's normally Fridays, the Atomic Snack Bar. I hope everybody's subscribed to him because he's a legend. If you like what I do, what I do is purely amateur hour, clearly. But he's amazing at what he does. Like, so well researched, so eloquent, amazing editing, really funny, really insightful. Go check out Rob Sterling on Atomic Snack Bar or the Sophisticated Weirdo. Amazing guy, amazing channel. Well worth checking out. Can't stress that enough.
Let's continue. Here comes roll number 2. Let's put a setting and grab a shot into it. Wow! 5, 1, 4. Reroll the lowest. It's another 1. Maybe I'm just not fancy enough. Let's kick it up a notch for the weeding foot shot. Oh no! Well, it seems the dice gods favor the bold.
A weaving foot shot. That's what I'm most nervous about come spring. I think I'm going to take to the arm stuff relatively quickly. But learning how to sling things off my foot, I think it's going to take me a while when I'm learning Meteor Hammer this spring. Because that's kind of what I'm wanting to do. on the channel this spring. Well, it's part of it. I'm still going to continue doing everything that I do, all the media playlists for movies and TV series, and doing little random bits and history stuff, and I'm going to continue doing all of that, but I'm also going to do some I'm going to learn the meteor hammer, and if I've got time this summer, I'm going to work on my no spin knife throw technique as well. So wish me luck. Because I've had no experience whatsoever, whatsoever, with the meteor hammer. I've never picked one up before, so this will be the first time. And when it comes to throwing knives, I've been a lifelong half spin guy. Ever since I was like 10, 11 years old, when I first started throwing knives, I've always been a half spin. It's come intuitively to me, and I am pretty good at judging my distance with half spin. But I would far rather learn to do no spin, which takes a little bit more time and technique. So I'm really, for the first time at 43 years old, I'm going to be trying to learn a new technique for throwing knives. This is them already picking their classes now. Nope. You're definitely not the group's martial art. That's the funny thing. Blumnik is an accomplished archer and a really athletic person. He does pole dancing and stuff, so you've got to be strong and fit to do that. But even then, he's far from the martial artist in the group. It's quite esteemed company he's in. And I can't believe they've invited him all the way from the UK. As a UK person, seeing that happen, I'm so made up for Blumnik. I never even suggested him because I didn't think in a million years, not in a million years, did I think, oh, they'll get him over from the UK to play a game of D. They were trying to throw me off and shit by saying stuff like, oh, Bensai lives really far away. So Bensai lived too far away for them to play D&D together. I was thinking there's no way that they would get Blumnik. Those sneaky fuckers. Just made my dreams come true. Oh, here we go. Jacques the Vipper rolling his dice with his cat. My friend Deadpool recently got himself a new furry member of the family.
Hello, I'm Jackson Ripper. I'm going to be playing in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign with Luminek, Instructor Bensei, Tell Sword Arts, and Tater the Bard in about 6 weeks. And as part of that, I got a roll for stats. And I've got 4 D6s here, including the Jackson Ripper die from Member Gaming. And unlike basically everyone else in my party, I remember how we said we were going to roll for stats, which is roll 4 D6, drop the lowest, and re-roll 1. I'm going to whip them. Let's do it. As you can see, I have a extremely professional setup here. Hopefully, when we whip the dice, they're going to land on this green screen and then fall into the dice room. Just like that.
Fingers crossed.
I just rolled a 5, 6, 5. Can I keep that? Can I just keep
He'd have to be pretty accurate with his whips, wouldn't he? To not only hit the dice, but to knock them into the tray. I think that's a bit... I've watched all of these before, obviously, but my honest reaction to them at the time, that was it. Okay, Jackson, no, because I'm something of a jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, master of none. You know what I mean? And I know how to crack a whip. I'm proficient enough. In fact, I thought about getting a couple of whips for the channel and maybe doing some kind of ode to Jack the Whipper with my real. I've got a real moustache. I don't need to draw mine on for starters. I'm not trying to throw up challenges to Jack or anything, but when it comes to moustaches, my one doesn't come off quite as easy. But I've not broken any world records in using a whip, though.
Well, let's see. What do we got? A 1. A 1. A 1. No. Where's the other one? And a 5. Well, this is why we said reroll 1. Let's reroll the 1, shall we? 4, 5, 4. So we have a 14 now. I'm quite pleased. I do really want a 17 somewhere in there. Because that will allow me to get my charisma to 20 right off the bat. And really, that will just allow me to be a problem for Tater.
You got rid of your neck hair for the first time.
So,
Ugh.
go 17, let's be the whole problem.
There was a young man called Michael Finnegan. He grew hairs upon his chin again. The wind came out and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again. Will I begin again?
There. That's good too. Come on. One more 6. More 6. Oh, wait, screw it. 2 more 6s. That's a 3.
Oh,
And that's a 1. We got 1 reroll. Let's go.
it's not my first time shaving. I wish it was.
We got 6 and 5.
I had to shave tonight, and I was like, "Oh God, I've got to shave. I'm streaming tonight to break out the old brush and my." Because sure, when you were shaving, I'm pretty sure you weren't using one of these, were you? Pickle.
I'll take it. 8 for an 8.
Can you shave?
Right, listen. I came here to min-max. And by max, I mean max. So here we go. Here comes the 17 or the 18. We have a 2 over here. We have a 6 right there. We have a 4 right there. So we've got at least a 12 and over here.
I've just shaved, so there's not much coming off now. But that's not how you were doing it, was it?
All right, 2 rolls left. Skip it. You do all right. Just completely just chill out.
Want me to tell you a funny story?
3. A 3.
Once when I was about 21,
4.
I walked into a full-on metal club. I was well known in this club because it was one of my regular haunts, this like goth metal club. I went up to the bathroom. Bathroom's full of bikers. And I go up to the mirror in the bathroom and pull out a pink lady shave. A pink lady shave. Because I shave with one of these at home. But I knew I couldn't take that out to shave with me back then. It was a wooden handle one that I had back then, but I knew I couldn't take it out because I would have been arrested. So I took out this pink lady shave that belonged to my girlfriend and I shaved in the club. And I think that tells you a lot about my character. I'm the sort of guy that behind closed doors shaves with a straight edge, but out in public I'll use a pink lady shave. I don't really mind what people think of it, but yeah. I'm backwards ass.
Can I take 2 points off of my 12 and make it a 10, and then make my 16 a 17? Can I do that? Would that be okay?
Fine, but only because I'm hoping you're merciful with your 18 charisma.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. I'm still gonna be a problem.
Yeah, you know that Jack's going to be a problem. He's there to be the whole problem, Jack. This is going to be so good. I'm so excited for March. It's the beginning of March, early March, that the drop is planning. They're planning to drop it, but March feels like a long way away just now. It's going to be a long 2 weeks.
After that, do I put the 15 into dex and give it a +1? I think I could do 16 dex, 14 constitution, probably 14 wisdom, 13 strength, and 10 intelligence. You gotta have intelligence.
Some intelligence is a dumb stat. Why, Jack? Why does he need to be so beefy, Jack? When did I first start shaving? I think I was probably about 17 or 18 when I started shaving. But to tell you the truth, I probably didn't need to start shaving properly until I was about 21, 22. That was when it was like getting to a point where I needed to start shaving. It wasn't like, oh, I'm getting a bit fuzzy. You know what I mean? I'm getting a little bit of fluff. It's been a week or two. I'm getting a bit fluffy. It's time to. By the time I was 21, that was when I grew my first ever facial hair on purpose. Was when I was like 21, and I grew myself a big set of mutton choppers, like Victorian style mutton choppers, with a gap down the middle, bit like what I had at Christmas time, but without the moustache. It was just the choppers, and that was my first facial hair that I tried to grow when I was 21, and I've been experimenting ever since. I've done everything. I've even had a monkey tail, which I had my Mohican, you know, my shaved up at the side, but it was a strip that came down from the top of my head. There was a strip of hair that came down, and it followed my chin round and went up my lip and up to one single curl, like this. Like this side was down, and it was like a monkey curl that came, and it was called a monkey tail, the style. But I've had every kind of facial hair that you can imagine.
Especially a meteor. Now, in an effort to bring a little bit of realism to fantasy, that action surge might be a little difficult at higher levels because this thing wants to hit you once or twice and then be done.
Because if your dad doesn't have a beard, you've got two mums, two beardless mums. If your dad doesn't have a beard, you've got two mums.
If I've got this long rope and a friend in front of me, and my grappling strikes work great if I get a hold of them so my friend can go fight them.
I can remember vividly. My dad grew a beard when I was a baby, and he had that beard for about 3-4 years. And when I was about 2 or 3, my dad shaved his beard off, and he walked into the living room, and I turned and I saw a strange man that I didn't recognize at all, and he opened his mouth and spoke, and I heard my dad speaking. And the thing was so jarring, it was so jarring for me, I burst into tears. When I was like this little tiny wee toot, and this man that looked nothing like my dad started speaking like my dad. And I was like, who is this guy? I freaked out. Well, I know how. My daughter had a similar reaction to me when I cut my hair short. I had really long hair, like down past my shoulders. And I had it like her entire like first few years, her growing up, I had long hair. And when I cut it short, it took her a little second, you know what I mean, to come round and work out, you know, it's okay, it's still me. But I don't think that's really fair in a way when they're really young. If you've got a distinctive characteristic and you go and change it, it can really mess with you when you're a kid. Yeah, he just did it to fuck with me, exactly. My dad's got that kind of sense of humor. He's like, you know, I've had this beard for 3 years, a thick, manly beard for 3 years. I'm like, I'm 24 now, my dad's thinking. You know, he's like, I'm 24 now. I'm going to shave off my beard and see how the boy reacts. And I freaked the fuck out. And he probably he laughed his ass off, I'm quite sure. I think my mum was more upset than my dad, you know, at my reaction. It just wasn't what I was expecting at all. People have often told me that I look quite different. I've mentioned before that on the channel somebody once left a comment, and it makes me laugh. It makes me smile to this day when I think about it. He said, you've gone from looking like Smeagol to looking like Doc Holliday. That is a brilliant. That is a brilliant. But they don't come much better than that, in my opinion. You've gone from looking like Gollum to somebody that looks like they're dying of TB. But significantly cooler though. It got the point across. I shouldn't be losing the facial fuzz. Yeah, I felt really bad for Bloomnick about this. He was the only one that paid attention when Tater said re-roll ones. That's not something you usually get to do. That's a massive thing that Tater has done in order to ensure that they get to play above mid characters, is get rid of their ones. And they all forgot except for Blumnick. And so when they did their first rolls, everyone thought, why is Blumnick re-rolling his ones? Is that cheating? He was the only one that wasn't doing it wrong. And the rest of them had to redo their videos and do re-rolls. And it felt like a bit of a ploy to get more views for double the videos for the same thing. And what we want is more content. Film min-maxed with content. Why am I making playlists? They should be doing this. You feeling nice and smooth now? Enjoy it while it lasts. You see that feeling of like rubbing your hand up your face and it not being like sandpaper dragging? You can't get rid of that eventually. One day, it doesn't matter how much you'll shave forever until your skin is red raw, and you'll do this and it'll still drag thingy up, like burn your like you're dragging it up sandpaper. It's your skin will become one way at one point. Enjoy it while it's that kind of smooth that you can do it like this and it feels smooth, because it doesn't last. One day it gets all rough and shit and you can't change it. Next week, I'm getting a frame. Getting a frame for that picture. I've just closed the curtains because it is deathly cold outside. It's actually snowing in Scotland at the moment, so no, stuff it. I can put up with a little bit of cold. That looks nicer, and you get more light sitting in the dark like a goth, which I am. I am a goth. I don't look like it with the fat cap and wearing green and brown, but you reach a certain point in life, you realise goth isn't about the makeup and the clothes, it's about your attitude. That hasn't changed. Put a jumper on. I should put on my Batman hoodie. I've got like this woolly Batman hoodie thing that's just great. I think I've left it up in the bedroom though. Fudge. What the fudge? Has it started raining? I'm wondering if how much of the background noise you guys can pick up, because I've just turned on my little fan heater, which I never normally put on, but it is, like I say, desperately cold outside. Like the wind, like this window there's like a foot going back to it. And I'll tell you what, the reason I've got the beer here is because, trust me, it will be kept ice cold here, just on this little shelf. Just having it sit there, it's going to... You like my little bin bag? Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day, with a smiley face on it. My little bin bags. Such a nerd. I know. My welcome mat says, speak friend and enter. Hey. If your welcome mat says, speak friend and enter, you're a special kind of nerd. I've earned my stripes. Just a little roll call. How many are watching? Is it just you, titular? Is it just you and me, CJ Hun? Is Pickle here as well? Oh, Pickle's here too. Yeah, I need to stop looking at the counter thing. It always tells me that like nobody's watching. You should tell Billy that, by the way, when she's looking at her counter, because I can tell she gets discouraged sometimes by how many people are watching, but it's not accurate. Surprised we haven't seen Cuddly Cactus tonight. I thought she would be turning up, for sure. Speaking of mystery women, we haven't seen Nibs for ages either. Nibs is a huge concern because she hasn't shown up for months. And it was just around Christmas time, which we all know is like a rough time for people generally, Christmas, so don't know, it's on my mind. It's been on my mind. What can you say? Yeah, I've not seen Sean tonight. Will I send him a message? I'll send him a message, will I? Deadpool Collector. Hey buddy, I'm streaming. People are wondering where you are. Wondering where you are. No, it doesn't like that. There we go. Sent him a message, folks. I think I'll play that one tonight as well. At the end of the playlist, I think I'll give that one a shot because it's a good song. I might as well murder that one too. Your pickle, are you in the mood for some Friday? Do a crazy little thing? What are folk in the mood for tonight at the end of the stream for the last bit? Because I've decided that's how I'm pretty much going to do it. It's kind of fallen into a pattern anyway, but just play ukulele, watch a playlist, play ukulele. And I might do different kinds of stream midweek at some point in the future if I manage to pull things together better. But like I say, I'm just easing myself back in at the moment. If I'm putting out a few videos a week and some shorts to advertise, and I'm doing my stream on Friday, I'm doing my best at the moment. But hopefully my best will improve. Including trying out Meteor Hammer, watching Instructor Ben say, I think you're going to have a great time watching me smack myself about the head with a bag of beans. Hey. Teabag myself. Doof. You'll see what I mean when I show you the Meteor Hammer. A bag of magic beans. I've actually got a bag of magic beans. I really do. You don't believe me, but I do. I've got a bag of magic beans. In fact, I think I can see it from here. Nope, not Mexican jumping beans. I'm going to show you. Here it is. This is the one with the dice in it, so it's this one. Yeah. Some magic beans. You ready? Feel like this is Harry Hill, you know? Guess the seed, guess the seed, guess the seed. You ready? I'll grab one of them I'll grab one of them at random. I'll pour out a handful. Now, what do you notice about these? Notice anything unusual about these beans? They're yin yangs. Black with a white dot and white with a little brown dot. Hey, do you see it? Always see. Now, do you know what kind of seed these are? I know the actual name of these because my mum gave them to me. They're mixed race, yeah. The yin yang beans. They're black and white, yes, they are black and white. That's a good description. The real name is dwarf beans. Yeah, those seeds can't make up their fucking mind, man. The dwarf beans. You got a problem with dwarfs? XR, bro! How's it going, buddy? It's so good to see you. I'm so happy to see you out. How have you been? Still with us. Happy to see. Definitely taking that as a big thumbs up. Like I say, dude, call me sometime through the week if you want to do like an impromptu stream. Tell me when it's time, because that's how I operate. I can't plan ahead, so just call me, and if things are, you're good, and if things are copacetic, we'll do a stream that night, and I'll set up my thing so that we can see your avatar and hear your voice, and we'll film it on my phone. Because I think we could have some really good discussions, and people would maybe learn a thing or two. Slanja Vamakora. May the road come up to meet you. Merry meet and merry go and merry meet again. We're watching Min-Max this evening, by the way, in case you're curious. Dude, my Min-Max playlist has had over 2,000 views already. Hey, my Min-Max, this one that I've done a video for, because obviously I had to do a video for it. I had to jump on it as soon as I realised how many people were watching it. But well over 2,000 views. And for one of my playlists, I'm a bit like you. It's like most of my playlists don't get any views at all. If I get a playlist that's had a couple of hundred views, I'm like made up about it. I'm like, oh, at least a couple, people have watched a couple, But yeah, over 2,000. I was like, so I've made a playlist advertising the channel on it and telling people about other stuff during that video, because I was aware that people would see it, because I keep updating this one. But it leads nicely as well. Like, I am planning to do a video that's highlighting different content creators, and you're definitely going to be in amongst them. Like CJ as well. Like, I know you've already been like one of my curious content creator suggestions, but that was when I was doing episodes, and now that I'm doing things piecemeal again, I feel like that's kind of just the way that people they'll pick and choose. Do you know what I mean? If they're not interested in a show, they won't watch the episode. They're just going to ignore the whole episodes, including everything. So I'm just doing everything piecemeal. So now that I'm doing that again, I'm going to start doing my curious content creators, or MrRay content creators. Like as individual piecemeal things again, doing a long form video and then like a short to recommend them. But that's something for the future. Once, like I say, I'm back into the swing of things. I want to get a video for Besnick made, and there's a few things in the pipeline before I get things fully up and running. But now that I've decided that at the end of May I'm going to keep on doing the channel, yes, you've heard it here first, right now. Up until now, I wasn't sure whether it was a hobby I would end after a year, but I've definitely made up my mind. This is going to be something that I'm going to be doing for a long time, I think. Because even if it doesn't come to anything, it's better than doing nothing, and I feel like I am contributing in my own small way at the moment by showing people like amazing shows and amazing content creators, because the YouTube algorithm does nothing for anyone nowadays. Let's face it, it keeps you on a very narrow track of interest, and I'll show you things that YouTube never wanted you to see, so I feel like I've got something worth offering for the first time in a long time, so I'm glad people are enjoying it. And the fact that I've had over 300 subscribers in less than a year, I didn't expect to have 100. Like, when I got my first 10, it blew my mind. It's like, I've got subscribers. Why have I got subscribers? And then by the end of the month, I had like by, like I say, 8 months along, I've got over 300. I've been quite touched, and it's changed me. Like I say, it's not just that I've been touched. I feel like it's been life changing, this channel and this interaction with everybody, and feeling like I'm making connections with people and showing people things that they maybe haven't seen, or bonding with people over topics that are shared interests. That, you know I've got eclectic tastes, and that a lot of the things I'm interested in aren't things that a lot of people are interested. So when you meet somebody that does have a shared interest like that, it's been really lovely, and that's what this channel has been about for me. And however more professional I try to become on the channel, and if YouTube decide to start paying me money for what I'm doing, or if it ever gets to the point where the core of what this channel will be, I don't think it's ever going to change. It's going to be about making friends and building a community of people with eclectic interests that want to talk about all kinds of things, and particularly like nerdy types that are into movies and D&D and historical European martial arts and art or science or anything, history, all these kinds of things. These are the kinds of people that I would love to attract to the channel, and just build a community around it, because I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile just now. So it's been great. Thank you, everyone. Slanjavati. Yeah, you're dude. I was checking out your playlist the other day, Mr. Magoo. What a freaking choice! I was kind of jealous. I was like, oh, he's not Mr. Magoo. I didn't even crop into my mind. That's a brilliant choice. Yeah, I was watching a few of your playlists the other day, dude. Yeah, totally. We're like 8 months and 10 months into it, respectively, and we're doing so well. Like I've got no expectations, so I mean, I'm saying we're doing well, but I'm not the person to ask, because I've got no estimation. Every subscriber I get, I'm surprised and I'm made up about, and I'm really happy that I've got somebody else that seems like they're interested in what I have to show them. Because something that I don't think a lot of people that watch this channel would realize is that the reason that I started this is because I'd become a bit of a hermit. I'd had a really bad long breakup from a very long term relationship. It lasted over a decade. That I raised a daughter and everything. When it ended badly, I had a nervous breakdown, and I don't like to get into these things. I like to be positive on the channel, but I went through a very rough time, and for like 8 years, I kind of turned into a hermit, and fundamentally kind of changed. Lost a lot of my self confidence, and when I started this channel, it really kind of gave me back something that I thought I'd lost forever. It gave me back like a flicker, a spark of self confidence again, and it's built and growing with the way that the channel's growing, and I'm really very grateful. What can I say? I know there's people in America and people in Canada and Australia and Ireland and France, Brazil. One of my videos like had a 90, a 40% of the people that watched it were from Brazil. You know what I mean? That's wild to me, that things that I've done out in the middle of nowhere, in the northeast of Scotland, that people are on the other side of the planet are watching it and appreciating it. That I think that's awesome. So I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to tell you something else as well, because it's the hardcore fans that are watching. Let's face it, it's the It's the people that have supported me, not just the channel, but me as a person I've become friends with. It. These are the people that are probably watching these streams. And so as a little heads up to all of you, I've actually started investing in a PC, a real PC tower, so I'll be able to record on a good camera using quality microphones that can pick up ukulele and my voice, and I'll be able to edit, which means that during my long form videos you'll be able to see inside my head, because I've got a media mind, and I feel quite self-conscious usually during my regular videos, because I know I've got to do it in one take because I've got no ability to edit. So everything needs to be done in one take. I generally do it unscripted as well, because it feels more honest to me to do it unscripted, to go into it with an idea of what I want to talk about, obviously, but I don't ever have anything written down. So like between all of these things, like having the ability to edit is going to be, it's going to make a huge difference, not only to the quality of the production of the videos that I'm able to make, but my own confidence will come through much clearer, because I'm not worrying about fumbling lines or slowing down or going you know what I mean. When you're self-conscious and you're stuck in a spot and you're trying to think, what do I say next? Am I forgetting something? All these moments can be cut out in editing, and it can just be smoothly run together, and it'll just make for a much easier watch for people. So that's what I've got in the pipeline for the channel. No response from Deadpool. I'm sorry, folks. He's not seen my message. Oh, I've got a message from CJ though. Oh, you are here. She said she'll be right over. Hi. I just saw something in the messages, but I didn't see what it was or who it was from. Oh. I've lost all my messages. I don't know if anybody's talking to me. I think Pickle said something, but I think it was Pickle. Something's happened. I've lost the live chat. Have I lost connection? Hey, folks. You know what? I'm going to do my best Rob Sterling impression for you. It was getting a song. Hey, folks. How's it going? This is my best Rob Sterling impersonation. Actually, he would have his hat more straight on, I think. Wouldn't he? Yeah. He's a great guy. What do you think? If I started talking like this all the time, do you think people would notice? You think it would be like, hey, who is this guy? He sounds a lot like Rob Sterling. Maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. He gets a little more excited than I do when I do it. Maybe. I don't know. Is anybody seeing any of this? I don't know. We're getting to see my eyes. I've actually got weird eyes. They change colour in different light. They're like hazel brown with green on the outside and blue circle that goes round it. But depending on the light, it goes more blue or more green or more brown. I've got weird eyes. People say, what colour are your eyes? And I'm like, what day of the week is it? I don't know. This is them the first time they're getting to see the set. I'm really, really excited for the big game. They've clearly put a lot of effort into it. They've taken well over a month to have it edited by a team of editors. This is going to be a big deal. You can mark my words. And it's going to get bigger. They're going to end up like Vox Machina and fucking Acquisition Incorporate. They're in Oxventure. They're going to be doing the big Comic-Con tours before you know it. Mark my words. In fact, it would surprise me if it hasn't happened by season 2. If I'm being completely honest. Oh, oh. Recycle. What a joke. I think that's one of the biggest cons of the modern age. Recycle, it'll save the world. They've made it. They've done it already. They've made the rubber. It's done. The damage is done. George Carlin, though. Maybe we're just here to make plastic, eh? Hey, CJ, but let's tell a joke. I know I should be commenting on this, but will I do the Tom, Dick and Harry joke from Rowan Atkinson? I think I should highlight that in my playlist. What do you think? Mystery comedy. Do a new playlist, mystery comedy. It'd be quite controversial, probably. There's a lot of stuff in my playlist that would probably get blocked by YouTube if they knew it was up. Like I'm a big fan of Frankie Boyle, and he's literally one of the most banned comics on the planet. Hey, it was ever since he made that joke about Jordan's son. I remember that joke. You won't find it on the internet anymore. That joke has been scrubbed. Hey. But I remember the joke that got him banned from TV for 20 years. Went from being one of Britain's biggest comics. Yep. Pickle, stream still going, bro? Just got your message. Cuddly Cactus, Pickle, I believe you two know each other already, don't you? You're both from Billy's, aren't you? You found me in the self-promotion. Well, I think she found me in the self-promotion. Grab an icy cold beer off the chill shelf, which is so cold out there. Can't tell you. Can you tell I worked at a bar? Perfect head. Never let it be said that I don't do good head. I spent about a year of my life pulling points. But like I say, I'm a jack of all trades. I've been a sparky, I've been a concrete yard labourer, I've been a shoe salesman, I've been in sports retail, I've been in selling books, I've worked in cinemas, I've done a lot of stuff. I've done an awful lot of stuff. That's only the stuff that's legal that I can talk about. I've made money in lots of other ways. I've had quite a colourful life, really. What's the purple people eater? There's something that Scottish people are meant to find hard to say. What is it? Something purple people eater. Purple people eater. I can't remember. There's meant to be something that Scottish people find hard to say, and I think they might be right. Yeah, he's not as white as me then. I fucking can't even eat Tex-Mex. That's too spicy for me. Scottish palate. I'm used to eating things that you shouldn't be able to taste. Haggis. Like I say, Scottish food's based on a dare, generally. If you don't think that Scottish food is based on a dare, you've not had it. You've not heard what it's made from. If you don't think it's true. Anyone here a fan of my heads? Yeah. Like I say, it's really funny. It's going to be really interesting watching a group of martial artists play D&D, because the things that are advantages to players that don't know anything about sword combat are just going to hold them back. So the fact that he's played a champion, it makes a lot of sense. It'll give him options in terms of narrative, how he would do things that he wouldn't get if he went as another class of fighter. I completely get. Do you want to know that something though? It's like a trope that's made fun of, like the warrior covered in weapons. But I come from Scotland. That was what we actually fucking did. You know, I mean, people like they make fun of this as a trope quite a lot. It's like folk covered in weapons, but that's what the Highlanders did in the charge. We were covered head to toe at the start, with everything from throwing axes to knives, down our socks, stuffed down our socks, strapped across our chest, anywhere that we could get an axe to reach, on our hips or thingy. And we'd run in with the swords and the axes and knives, and we'd be throwing them the entire time, just lobbing them. And then when we'd get there, we'd have like a primary and a backup left by the time we would reach them. But the idea is we'd have our targe. Oh, we'd have our targe shields. We'd have our targe shields first, which is strapped with a padded area round the back, in case you're wondering. Shields, they're more than just a solid plank. Shields have like soft padding that blocks the impact of the blow as well. on top of the targe that they would carry, like I say, they would be strapped with weapons and they'd be throwing stuff the entire time. Axes, short knives, long blades, long daggers, but they would keep a long knife in their offhand. Now, if you can see this, this is long enough that it actually extends beyond the length of the shield. And this two grip technique, because the leather grip on this is thin enough that you can actually quite easily grip something else in your hand. And this was an offensive thing. Often there would be a spike in the front as well. Scottish Highlanders on a charge weren't something to be messed with. And in their offhand, like I say, they would usually have an axe. The idea of swords being prolific, that's a movie thing, I'm afraid to say. It was generally the richest, the very richest people that carried long swords or quality swords. Poor people might have a falchion, maybe. Not so much in Scotland, but in Europe generally, falchions were popular, which is far more of a knife construction than a sword construction. It's far less expensive to make. Often relied on grinding rather than forging for the process. Because of a few things, falchions were cheap. But when it came to the Scots, clubs, axes, these were popular primary weapons. And if you were rich enough, you would have a broadsword, like a basket hilted, if you could get one, broadsword. They were big on the hammer grip. I prefer something a bit more open on the bottom myself. I like having that extension for the thrust, but that's just me. I've had to make everything myself. I'm like I say, I'm not a man of means, but I've been lucky enough to be able to afford steel. So I've been able to make these things for myself. But yeah, they make fun of it on things like self-sword arts, but I can show you direct examples of people loading up on weapons and carrying more than two things to fight. Because they make fun of stupid stuff like carrying a katana in your teeth. Who wouldn't make fun of that? It's ridiculous. But it's possible to carry a shield and a knife and a sword and even a backup weapon. Or an axe and a backup weapon, which would probably be your sword. You know? In the Highlander Charge. In fact, something that was super, super popular then and really doesn't get enough credit were the... Oh, here it is. Just remembering where I put it, sorry. Were these. This is another one that I made myself. This is a fighting stick. Now, I'm pretty sure that my friend Pickle will recognise this as a shillelagh. But in Scotland, it was just a stick. It was just a fighting stick. Exactly the same construction. This is the main body, the trunk of the tree. This is a branch offshoot from it. This was harvested at the beginning of winter, midwinter, when the water's drained out of it and it's at its most solid. Cut down, dried for a year, and then finally shaped into its final thing. And these were like an unsung hero of warfare. It's not something you see them using in movies, but I assure you, this was a popular fight weapon. It's very like a war hammer in many ways. It really is. It's incredibly durable. They were easy to make and easy to produce, and you would have seen a lot of these in the hands of Scottish Highlanders, and it's just not something that's really talked about. You see them with the claymores, you know. Even though axes, like I say, axes and clubs, like stuff like this, would have been far more
Or you can just trust me and let me do cut again.
common to see.
And if you want to balance it, I will grant you that the rapier does less slashing or cutting damage than a saber or a longsword, but it's still cut good. Now, my next gripe here is the way the rapier is classified. This is not classified as a light weapon, but the shamshear is classified as a light weapon, and these weigh about the same. Granted, the rapier is quite a bit longer, but the blade is a lot thinner. The practical downside of this is you can dual wield with the shamshear, but you cannot dual.
Getting into nerdy Hammer stuff now. Hey, it's actually been years since I've done sparring. It's something that I really, really want to get back into, is finding another group to start sparring with again. Because it's never been like an official group that I've belonged to or anything. I've always just done it with friends that had similar interests back in the day, and they've kind of disappeared. So it's been years now. Yeah, bugs the shit out of me. That's always bugged the shit out of me, because dual wielding, in my head, when I think of dual wielding, I think of dagger and rapier. I don't think of like two swords. That's movie stuff. It's not where my head goes to. But D&D only caters for the movie style of like two long weapons that you're. Even though dagger and rapier is what I would want to use for a character, it is.
And before you say it's not possible, I'm fighting up and through. Washing my buckles and knife. Fencing, washing my buckles and knife. It still counts, even if it fell out. Fencing, washing your buckles, knife. Step back for a minute. Shut up.
So what time is it in America just now? About 3 o'clock? I was saying I usually start around 2:30 in America. It's time to go to the dentist. 2:30. 2:30. Is anyone there? I feel like my... Oh, you're back. Yeah, all the chat has come. Oh, I've missed a heap of stuff. A lot of YouTubers write scripts for videos. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone, you and Deadpool. Yeah, fencing with a buck. I'm not a huge fan of bucklers. I understand that the further out that it's extended, it covers more of your body. But it is just so much harder to deflect stuff with such a tiny area. Like I say, this is my culture. I've seen the Norwegian round shields, the buckler shields with their center grips and they're spinning. I've seen the home gangs, but this is what I'm used to. This is my 90% of the time that I've been training. It's been with something that's been locked onto my arm, and I can't swing it around. And it gives me certain advantages for certain things. Like I prefer it because it's what I'm used to, but it's a personal preference thing. But I find bucklers, it's the same kind of issue that I have with that I have with the Norwegian round shields. They are alien to me. Like I have used one on a few occasions and it just didn't feel right to me. It felt weird in my hand. I didn't want it swinging in towards me, and when it did swing in towards me, I found it really awkward knocking it back into position to defend myself again, or to get used to it in the side and still block with it, because it's just a weird shield to me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, McBaghead, how's it going? Ding dong. Well, ding dong. I've got the right moustache for that, don't I? Hey, ding dong. How long's left? I hadn't realised this playlist was so long. It's because I've been adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. It's been a while since I've sat down and watched them all. Oh, Blumnick's uploaded 3 new videos. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one because this was just about the expenses. We don't need to watch that. In fact, I'll skip right ahead to the last video that they actually made available on their channel. So this just goes to show you, like, the last thing that was made like officially available on their channels, and it was this. So everything from here out, the rest of the time I'm thinking until I play the ukulele again, is stuff that they haven't uploaded on their
I mean, I'm not super well versed with buckler.
Is that better? Can you hear me now?
How their logic seems sound, and
I need to charge my mic. I've got another one. I've got a backup over there, but I won't bother with it. I think you can hear me fine like this, and I'm about to go back to the ukulele soon now.
Everything we really need at this point is to spar, since I'm going to be down there for mid-max.
I was saying that I think that Ben Sai is considering
While I try and use the muffler. If you guys are willing to be patient while that video comes out, I'm
moving.
willing to make it. Take care, stay safe, and watch out for the surprise double muffler.
9:39. When did that happen?
What's the mistake from the D&D brand?
Oh, it was only like a minute ago. You've had me muted for about a minute. Sorry about that. No, I was saying that Ben Sai, I think he's thinking about moving. Because they'll make him raise his game, and I think they really like him too, so they would definitely have him as the resident meteor hammer expert.
Stop when I hear the accent. Oh my god, I'm so bad at it. But D&D
Yeah.
only has one type of dagger.
I reckon Ben Sai is considering a move.
First, we have to talk about what the D&D dagger is. The D&D dagger is a piercing weapon, so let's see if it pierces. That works pretty well. That one works pretty well too. That works pretty well too. Well, that's pretty good.
Oh, daggers couldn't stab me.
Okay, so we've established the daggers can't stab.
This is the start of David's obsession with throwing knives. Which is funny to me, because like I say, I've been doing throwing knives since I was like 12 years old. But I'm all about half throw, half spin.
Sharpie, cutty kind of dagger. Let's try this one. Also throws pretty well. That dagger is too small to be cut in. Try a bigger one.
But I want to learn no spin. I really do want to learn smooth. I can see that there are massive practical advantages to no spin over half spin.
Figure it out.
And although I've gotten quite good at ranging, no spin,
Right. And last is a dedicated throwing spike.
although it's weaker, I think,
Really well. Okay,
as
so
a throw,
established
because you can really put your arm into a half spin. Like you can
Nothing. You're right. But the next stat of the
put
dagger
all your force
is going to
behind
be
it,
one that changes.
every part of your chain of body
Dagger
motion,
also has
so
the light property, which
I don't know how that would transfer to like that in comparison to this, you know, where your whole body moves. Throwing my opinion. On what? Hang on. I should A, work on a comics page, B, start a clay puppet body, on a clay puppet body, another standalone spooky. Should you? I thought you were asking me, and I was like, what? Okay. Work on a new comic page, start a clay body puppet, another standalone spooky drawing. Go with the clay body puppet. That sounds interesting, because it's a medium that we've not seen you working a lot before. Show some of your range. This is something that I'm encouraging a lot of people to do at the moment. Try not to get like too hung up on their channel being about one thing, because if you've got a range of interests, you never know what the thing will be that people will be interested in. Like I didn't think I would be sitting here watching Min-Max tonight because my playlist got 2,000 views. You know? Yeah, agreed.
Oh no, I failed.
Always be expanding.
Fail. Instead, I think of, oh no, I didn't fail because I don't suck, and that's just nerd math. The other way you
Yep.
can read it is that I'm going to do a thing, and my opponent knows to stop me.
My interest in Hema has always been far more historic, really, and far more based on like the practical aspects of it and the sport aspects. But I've got full respect for like the likes of David and Clark, who, you know, clearly they're in the right clubs and they're like positioned first and second ranked in the worlds respectively with Rapier and Saber, and you know they're really incredible and talented guys. So I mean really enjoyed watching all of this stuff, and to know that they're about to do a D&D game again, which is like I say, it's the flip side of the coin for me. It's how I got interested in the reality of historical fencing and fighting.
Wow, we did it! We're at least level 5 fighters!
Do you want to know where a lot of it started for me actually in fantasy? Was the movie First Night. You know the scene where Lancelot is fighting somebody, and he's a much smaller guy, and a dude comes out with a massive big sword, and he's a huge hulking dude, and he disarms him within moments and gives him his sword back just to show him like it's not a fluke. That was the thing for me as a very young man. I watched that movie and I thought I would love to learn how to use a sword like that one day, to be that good. And I've learned actual disarming techniques now. None of them work like they did in that movie. But I have learned actual sword, like from Fury, like arm rolls and stuff, you know. It's more like grappling than it is
We're here in Dallas at dark hour, and I just got to see the set.
flick your swords out your hand. It doesn't do
Like Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of
that. Doesn't happen.
and
Well, not unless you're really lucky and they're really bad.
thank you for making this possible. This is an incredible.
But if you're going in to do it as a plan, trying to disarm somebody, that's not a plan.
Something.
And you're not a Hematist, because you're not doing anything fancy in Hema. It's about getting the job done. It's not like Eastern martial arts where you get points for style. It's just,
Support the love, your passion, everything you guys give to make us who
are you standing at the end or not?
Because we get to live our dreams. And it's because
Are
you
they
do
hurt
this,
and you're not?
yeah, you should.
That's like literally all that counts in Hema, historical European martial arts. It's a very different attitude.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to share this with you.
Sing a song. You know what, I think I actually will.
That we are at least level
Because this has been going on for quite a while.
Today, we're gonna go beyond plus ultra army level.
Certainly longer than I expected, so
Bring your dirty anime into my pure TTRPG D&D fantasy.
I'm gonna
By level 11, you get a new skill, tactical master.
pause this.
Which means
Oh, it was just about to get to the good stuff as well. Never mind. Another time maybe, who knows, like I say, I feel like the thing. Put this down. Don't need this to play the ukulele. Woke up late on Tuesday and I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick, and I feel like there are 2 days missing as I focus on the time. Well, I quickly opened the wardrobe, put on some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it up with a pair of old shoes that are ripped around the seams. I thought, these shoes just don't suit me. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything's right. Hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting, no short of money, but I'm long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse. I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Woke up late on Thursday and I'm seeing stars as I'm rubbing my eyes, and I feel like there are 2 days missing as I focus on the time. Well, I made my way to the kitchen, had to stop from the shotgun where I found room full of all of my friends just dancing round and round. I said, hello new shoes, bye bye blues. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. Hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting, no shot of money, but I'm long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse. I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Take me wander through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. Stone by stone they take me home. I walk until the break of dawn, yeah. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. Hey, I put some new shoes on, yeah, everybody's smiling. It's so inviting, no short of money, but a long of time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse. I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Well, hope you enjoyed that. That was another Scottish artist, Pablo Nutini. So Slanjava. There's a couple of other songs I was thinking of doing tonight. This thing called love, yeah, I can't handle it. This thing called love, you know I must get around to it. You ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Yeah, this thing called love cries like a baby in the cradle all night. It swings, ooh, yeah, it jives, ooh. It wriggles all over like a jellyfish, kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gets me hot and cold fever, then she leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. So be cool, relax, get in. You get on my track, take a back seat, hitchhike. Take a long ride on my motorbike, ain't ready, ready. Crazy little thing called love. 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 What about this one? I want you to know that I'm happy for you. Yeah, I wish nothing but the best for you both. Another version of me is you perverted like me. Would you go down on you in a theater? Does he speak eloquently? And if he gives you babies, I'm sure he'll make a really excellent father. Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. And every time you speak his name, remind you of the mess that you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me here the price that I bear that you gave to me. You, I don't know why I'm here to remind you of the mess that you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me here the price that I bear that you gave to me. You, I don't know. Well, that was my cover of You Ought to Know. I should do something more like art, like one hand in my pocket, really, shouldn't I? Sucker love is heaven sent you. Pucker up our passion spent. My heart's a tart, your body's rent. My body's broken, yours is bent. Carve your name into my arm. Instead of stress, I lie here charmed. 'Cause there's nothing else to do. Every me and every you. Sucker love of packs I choose. No other backs I choose to use. Another love I would abuse. No circumstances could excuse. In the shape of things to come. Too much poison come undone. 'Cause there's nothing else to do. Every me and every you. Every me and every you. Every me. Like the naked lead the blind. I know I'm selfish and unkind. Another love I always find. Someone to bruise and leave behind. All alone in space and time. There's nothing here but what here's mine. Something borrowed, something blue. Every me and every you. Every me and every you. Every me. Every me and every you. Every me. Every me and every you. Every Well, actually, before I go. Another turning point, a forks in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test known as quiet. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still put in your mind. Hang them on the shelf in good health and good times. Pictures and memories and dancing on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Well, I think that's a good place to call it a night. But I hope you enjoyed the stream, and if you're watching now or whether you're watching it later, don't forget everyone, whenever you can, remember to choose kindness. Stay curious, my friends. Bye now. Take care.